have to mention something, which is I think about you every day since we've come to Largo, because Largo, as I've been explaining to people watching our show, Largo is like the comedy theater in Los Angeles. It's this magical spot, and we all come here and perform and the crowds are great, and it's this lovely old theater. I got my start here in '85 in a little room. Lisa Kudrow and I were literally right across. That's where we met in this small room back in '86 when I first came to LA. But there are pictures up of everybody who's performed here. Your picture's everywhere here because this was apparently your second home.
Yes.
I've seen you many times. I think this is where you met your late wife, Michelle. Isn't that right?
Yes, I did a show, and I talked about it was a show, and on stage I did a bit about how Irish women are my kryptonite. And after the show, she was walking out with some, and she was like, "Hey, Irish girls, nice." And I was like, "Thank you," and just like stunned. And then my friend Greg Barrett was like, "Go talk to her, you idiot!" Like he told me to go talk to her. So then I ran out on the street, and my first words to her were, "Hey," because she was 50 feet away already. And then I was like, I don't have any game or anything. You seem really cool. Here's my phone number. Could we go get dinner? Like I'm not going to try to be smooth or cool here. I am hapless with women. So I just, and that's how we met.
This is, I'm very happy that you have managed to, and you've worked with other people, pull together this 6-part docuseries, I'll Be Gone in the Dark, which is such a great, lovely tribute to your late wife, Michelle McNamara's work of her obsession with the Golden State Killer and her determination, and you've put this all together, and it really is a remarkable testament to what she was able to do. I mean, so much of it on her own and with some other people in the community who, it's such a tribute to people online who are determined to solve something. They're not professionally trained. It really is a fantastic story.
It's amazing. The director, Liz Garbus, who is such a genius, has put together this narrative that I didn't know how she was going to do it, from, taking a book that was already expansive and expanding it out even further to go into the victims' lives and the survivors' lives and how resilient they were, and then everything that Michelle went through, and did what Michelle wanted to do, which was the killer is the least important part of this story. He's just this insect that's disrupting what should be a thriving ecosystem, and then for what damage he's able to do, the ecosystem ends up thriving even more. And so the fact that she's able to show all of that, to me, is just amazing. But it's for me, some of them are there are 6 episodes. I've only been able to watch 4. I don't think I'll be able to watch 5 and 6. I had to watch all the rough cuts, and after episode 4, which was this past Sunday, I had to call Liz and go, "I don't think I can watch any more of these, and I hope you don't think that I'm being," and she goes, no, I absolutely understand. I'm amazed you got this far. So, and by the way, her memorial service took place in the Largo.
I was here. Yeah. I remembered the memorial to Michelle was here at the Largo, and it was really lovely, and everyone turned out. And I'm thinking of, I just thought of it today, and I've thought about it often. When I see Michelle in the footage for the documentary, I remember this time when completely by accident, I think all of us were in Hawaii at the same time.
That's right.
And we saw it, we ran into each other, and you were with Michelle, I'm with my wife, Liza, and we decided, let's all get dinner. And we had this lovely dinner. And then I remember all of us talking to Michelle about this obsession she had with finding this killer. And it was right in my wheelhouse. So I remember that spectacular evening very fondly, really lovely.
That would happen a lot. We would go to dinner with another couple, and we would start off just kind of all talking about whatever. And then once it got out what Michelle does, what she was working on, the whole dinner just became so, but how do you you use MapQuest? That is, and she's like, well, yeah, it was always, I remember there was a time I was developing a sitcom for myself with Phil Rosenthal, and there was a really telling moment when he was like, I wanted it to be very, very real life, like, you know, what my life was. He goes, well, what does your wife do? And I explained to him what Michelle did. And he said, okay, well, that's a way more interesting show than what we're writing. So in this show, your wife's going to be a party planner, because if your wife, in the show does what Michelle does, no one's going to want, like, why are we focusing on this idiot doing
Right.
stand-up? I want to focus on her. So I was like, yeah, that's probably a good idea. So it was that kind of thing.